now, though, Melissa Seifert's with us here in our AT&T studio across from the Capitol, the Associate State Director for Government Affairs, AARP, Michigan. How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
Good. And we're counting it down till Election Day.
Yes.
And you've got members and just people in general who know that you pay attention to what's important, financial security, what's important. That's the number one issue, isn't it, for aging people?
I would
health,
say.
I guess, would be number one, right? But financial health is important, too.
Well, it's funny because we just came out with a study. The study was done in June, but we released it a couple months ago about what's important to the 50-plus voter. And another thing that popped up was caregiving, 41%.
Oh.
So that was a huge issue, which kind of shocked a lot of people.
Your issues about where the candidates stand, because AARP members in huge percentages are voters, people who will show up, whether it's a primary or a general election.
Yes, just a little stat for you. In 2012, 55% of the voters that came out were 50 and over.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and you speak directly to them through the website and through your publications and through active involvement in town hall meetings and so forth. How would what would be a good way for somebody to really, if they're going to sit down and take a look at it and go past the beauty pageant stage of who they vote for, and say, well, which one of these candidates really is looking out for my needs?
Well, I'm so glad that you asked that.
Yeah.
So we came out with a voter guide. Our voter guide is focused on the gubernatorial race as well as your congressperson and senator. So what we did is we have aarp.org/ I forgot the website. Forgive me.
aarp.org/
Your vote.
Your
Forgive
vote.
me. I had it and I lost it. Forgive me. So aarp.org/ your vote. And what you do when you go onto that website is you put in your address and it's tailored to you. So you'll see obviously the gubernatorial candidates, that's for everybody. You also see the senator, that's for everybody as well. But as far as who your congressperson is, you'll see that. We asked 4 questions to the gubernatorial candidates on caregiving, financial security, and those kind of things. And then the federal guide is a little different. What we do is we canvass all of the news and radio and all of those things to see what they said about our issues. So it's really in their words. So you're going to see quotes from them from articles and whatnot.
So no spin from you.
No spin from us.
Just flat out, here's what they say about X.
Correct.
And so therefore you can read that and consider it for yourself and then make your decision.
You sure can. You actually can vote. So you'll get your whole little printout of what your poll is going to look like, and it's very user-friendly.
Do you keep track, or does the system keep track of which candidates are leading among AARP voters, or is it private?
It's private. We don't do any of that. Our membership data is very secure. We don't say, oh, you were in to shower, we're going to start mailing you all this propaganda, because we are nonpartisan. We're not involved in deciding who the candidate is going to be. We don't have a PAC. We're just here for information.
You can get that kind of data anyway. I think I saw some yesterday from the Mitchell polling group about which candidates are doing well amongst women, men, which parts of the state, which age. Have you paid attention at all to, do you look at that sort of breakdown or not?
Not really, again, because we're just here as a resource.
And so therefore you don't issue endorsements.
We do not. We do not.
I bet you've been pressured to do so, I would think, in the past, right?
We get a couple questions. Yeah.
And you get people who call or send into the website and say, what do you think I should do?
On a personal level, I don't know. Mark Hornbeck handles our Facebook and Twitter, so he'd be a better person to respond if we're actually getting requests on that. But I would say, friends and colleagues and family ask, who's the better candidate for the 50-plus?
And, if you get, like the governor's announced a number of town hall meetings he's going to do. Not everybody can get up and go there and ask the questions themselves.
Correct.
Or listen to them. And obviously they're not on television or anything like that. So all they get is really through the media. So what you're offering is an unfiltered version.
That is right on. Very unfiltered, very unbiased. It's a free resource that you can use. We're there as a trusted resource for the 50-plus, and we hope that you use it.
So what are the topics, if I went on the site, which I will do as soon as we get the break here, what topics will be the candidates be responding to?
Sure. On the federal level, we did Medicare, Social Security, and then financial security as it pertains to retirement. And then for the gubernatorial races, we did uniform guardianship, which is that granny snatching. We have some legislation here in Michigan. Usually what happens is there's just siblings that are fighting over grandma because she has some money. So it's all about what's going to make it easier for the family if she is granny snatched to get her back and kind of preserve that,
We've talked about
that nest egg. Yep.
Yeah. So, and what else?
So then we have caregiving, which I said is a big concern for our members. A lot of people are concerned about not being able to pay for their long-term care, whether it's in a nursing home or staying at home. So we really rely on caregivers for that support. So what are the candidates going to do in 2015 for caregiving? Financial security, like we said, is retirement. And then finally, what are they going to do with budget cuts? What's that going to look like in 2015 for our members?
Something we have to all get used to, it sounds like.
Yes.
In this time of austerity.
Yes.
You're not over 50 anyway.
I'm not. Thank you.
So
No.
I won't ask you what you decided when you looked at all this. But anyway, again, it's aarp.org/myvote.
Your vote.
Your vote, which is my vote, right?
Yes.
Caregiving, Medicare, Social Security, financial security, and then you can make your decision. You can print it right out and study it and share it with your friends and all that kind of thing too, through social media as well. So it's aarp.org/yourvote.
Correct.
And all the information is right there. Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you so much.